Hi, good day, guys. Morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you're watching from or when you will see this video. I want us to talk about the future of Bitcoin. You can see what is happening with BTC. BTC is going down and down, and some people don't seem to understand what the future holds for Bitcoin. Well, I want to show you something from a technical standpoint that will help you understand what Bitcoin is going to do in the next few months. I'll do a quick review of what I posted earlier. Few weeks back, I made a post about Bitcoin saying that Bitcoin was going to trade into this monthly fair value gap here. Into this monthly fair value gap, and you can see it did that. If you go to the monthly time frame, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Okay, then Bitcoin was just around this region here, around here, when I made the post, and then when the month closed around here, Bitcoin pumped up, pushed up, and traded into this zone, you see, and then it started selling off. Last month January, that post was made in December around this region, and then January traded into that fair value gap and sold off. Now February is still selling off. I want to talk about the future of Bitcoin so that you will understand what to do with Bitcoin in the next few weeks and in the next few months also. From a technical standpoint, you see a very big zone I marked here. This is something that has to do with the fair value gap and an order block that is situated on the yearly time frame. Okay, this is the yearly time frame. I want to go there to the yearly time frame on the 12 months. Now, on the 12 months time frame, okay, let's go there. I want to show you something. This is the yearly time frame. Look at what it's doing. Let me just move this out. Okay, so now see, on the yearly time frame, this was in 2024. This was the 2024 candle. Bitcoin traded up till 106,000. That was the height of 2024, and closed at 93,000, around 93,000 in 2024. And then in 2025, Bitcoin opened around the same 93,000, traded below, went up all the way till 126,000, which is actually the highest of Bitcoin so far, and closed a bearish candle in 2025. Are you seeing this? Closed around 86,000. So some people will say, oh, Bitcoin is about to go bullish. Now this is it. When Bitcoin closed bullish, there was a monthly time frame around this region. This is, mind you, this is the yearly time frame. Bitcoin traded into that monthly fair value gap that is in this yearly candle, which I predicted that once Bitcoin traded into that zone, it is going to sell off. That was exactly what happened. Once it traded there, it started selling off. This is the yearly candle. This particular candle you see here comprised of January, February. Okay, and February is still on, so we are still very young in it. Now, what are we expecting on the Bitcoin? On the yearly candle, there is a fair value gap here between this candle and this other candle. Fair value gap is a 3-candle sequence, a space between 3 candle sequence. Okay, so Bitcoin is already inside that fair value gap. Now, 2 things you are going to see with Bitcoin. Bitcoin will be ranging in this region, trading below inside this region. It's going to trade from this region of 71,000 up till the region, possibly up till the region of 44,000. Okay, why? Because there is an other block that is around the $47,000 region. So there is a space for Bitcoin to fill all the way from 74,000 till 48,000. Now Bitcoin is at 65,000. That's a price that no one ever saw coming. Everybody thought Bitcoin is so bullish and all that. But from a higher time frame, you'll be able to understand better what the future is for Bitcoin. So as it is on the yearly time frame, you will realize that Bitcoin is actually bearish right now. Okay, so let's go to the monthly time frame so that we can understand what is about to happen in the recent time. Now Bitcoin just traded into this monthly time frame, into this monthly fair value gap as I projected. Now it's selling off. Expect something now, expect something, because there is an order block here, a monthly order block. I expect Bitcoin to react around this region. This reaction around this region may eventually make Bitcoin trade back into this zone. Mind you, today is just 5th of February. I cannot tell when it's going to happen, but from what you are seeing here, another fair value gap has been created on the monthly time frame. That is to say, if Bitcoin is going to continue low, Bitcoin may bounce off this other block. Okay, Bitcoin may bounce off this other block here. See the other block? Bitcoin may bounce from here and trade back a little to fill up this zone and then possibly continue lower. This is on the monthly time frame. I cannot tell if it is actually going to bounce here, but I presume that it should have some form of resistance around this place, trade back a little more, resistance around here, trade back a little more, and continue lower. For now, Bitcoin is bearish. This is what I think Bitcoin is going to do. Okay, this is what I think Bitcoin is going to do. Okay, this is what I think Bitcoin is going to do. So for now, around this region here, this is where that yearly order block is, this region. Okay, if we go back there, you see it. Now this is where it's already in the zone of the order block I'm talking about on the monthly. Now this is where the what is it called, the yearly order block is. So let me take it back there. See the way I marked it. I marked it this way because I wanted to be able to cover all the zone from the fair value gap up to the other block. Okay, up to the other block. This is why I marked it this zone, so that I can be able to have a clearer understanding of what is happening when it starts to happen. That's why I marked it like this. It's for my own study, you know. So the essence of this is just to help you understand that Bitcoin is bearish right now, but there could be resistance around this region of between 60,000. There could be a resistance around 60,000, and the resistance could force it to go up a little and then come down to this region of around 46,000. And from here, if it is rejected, then Bitcoin is going to see a new all-time high. Bitcoin is going to see a new all-time high. Okay, Bitcoin is going to see a new all-time high once it trades into that zone. Bitcoin is going to see a new all-time high. Okay, so from here, from this region now, for now Bitcoin is bearish. We'll see some resistance that will push it up a little, some support down here that will push it up a little, and then it's going to trade below. So for now, Bitcoin is bearish. So bear in mind, this is where we are. This is that yearly zone. So for this period, I want to see a monthly rejection around this zone. It can be this month, next 2 months, next 3 months, or in this zone that I just marked. Okay, in this zone that I just marked here, I want to see a monthly resistance, a monthly reversal sequence. Once I see a monthly reversal sequence, then I can tell you that Bitcoin is bullish. Once I see a monthly C2 closure, then Bitcoin is bullish, and the next target is going to be this high. Once I make that video, I don't know when I'm going to make it, but once I see the sign, on the monthly time frame that Bitcoin is about to go bullish, bro, we are going to go bullish and we are going to take off this all-time high. But it's not going to happen immediately. It can happen from now. It can be from now till the end of the year. That's the way this thing works. For example, this is on the monthly time frame. Look at what it did. You see, look at the way it ranged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months Bitcoin was ranging. So Bitcoin can get to this zone now and start to range. Bitcoin can get to this zone and start to range, and it can range for many months. But from experience, it will not range for more than 1 year. Okay, it will not range for more than 1 year. It's going to break out and start going to any direction that it so chooses. So please take note of what Bitcoin is doing. Bitcoin is bearish, but once we get a monthly sign that Bitcoin is about to reject off a monthly PDRA, then we are about to go bullish. But for now, Bitcoin is bearish, and it is very, very bearish. I'll see you again in another video. Enjoy your time.